curious, do celebrities put hypocrisy in their coffee instead of almond milk? Do they sprinkle it on their avocado toast or serve it on the side with caviar? For real, what is in the water over there that makes celebs some of the biggest hypocrites ever? On this episode of POPlitics, we're narrowing down a list of the top 5 most hypocritical celebrities in Hollywood and why. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Stealing the 5th spot on our list and getting the party started is none other than Cardi B.
I don't know, y'all never know everything about me. Gotta let that go. And it's just like, why not?
When she's not tweeting about drinking her own urine in the middle of the night, she's interviewing presidential candidates. Get you a girl who can do both.
I go use the bathroom, and by the way, I farted.
In typical celebrity fashion, Cardi enjoys shilling for socialists, from her 22,000 square foot home complete with her own gun range. And if that level of hypocrisy isn't annoying enough, Cardi also took to social media to complain about where her taxes were going, all while asking you to vote for people who would evaporate almost your entire paycheck for taxes.
The government is taking 40% of my taxes, and Uncle Sam, I want to know what you're doing with tax money, because you know what I'm saying? Like, when you donate to a kid from a foreign country, they give you updates of what they doing with your donation. I want to know what you're doing with my tax money, because I'm from New York and the streets is always dirty. We was voted the dirtiest city in America. What is y'all doing? There's still rats on the damn trains. I know y'all not spending it in no damn prison, because y'all be giving 2 underwears, 1 jumpsuit for like 5 months. So what is y'all doing with my money?
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that maybe she's just dumb. But just to be safe, we'll keep her on our list.
We have people that are stupid.
Okay, number 5 was bad, but brace yourself, it's just going to get worse. We're not letting up with number 4, Jimmy Kimmel.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Jimmy Kimmel having the title of comedian is funnier than the so-called jokes he tells in his monologues every night, which are mostly just about patting himself on the back for being the moral compass of late-night TV and finding new ways to trash conservatives.
I do have to live with that forever. You have to live with being Ted Cruz forever, which is so much worse, but...
This is all very ironic, because when he first started his career in TV, he hosted The Man Show, a show that played up racial stereotypes and degraded women. How very Hollywood of him.
Beer to the fisherman is like beans to the Mexican. Out here, you drink the cheapest beer you can find.
Worst moments in man history. 1920. Men give women the right to vote.
One of the most infuriating moments of hypocrisy, though, was when old tapes resurfaced of Jimmy doing blackface on the show after all of his soapbox virtue signaling.
My body is my temple. That's why I start every morning with a brisk aerobic workout.
Sometime at night, call below, look up in sky and say, what the hell going on up there?
His response to the outrage was that conservatives brought it up to quiet him. And then he went on summer vacation and came back acting like nothing happened. I can't remember where he went on vacation, but I'm assuming it was in Florida since, you know, that's America's North Korea.
In America's North Korea, the Sunshine State...
Conservatives don't have the vacation option when scandal strikes. Had this happened to a conservative late-night host, Jimmy would join the mob and demand their head.
Off with his head!
For the record, I don't think he had anything to apologize for. Clearly the skits were meant to be funny, not malicious. Unlike Jimmy, I actually get humor. I'm also the least PC person ever and find the darkest and crudest jokes funny. So if it were up to me, I wish we had more of the Man Show Jimmy Kimmel and less of the woke show Jimmy Kimmel.
I'll take what I can get, sir.
Of course, a list of celebrity hypocrites requires Leonardo Dicaprio in his jet-sized climate hypocrisy. Literally. Fun fact, we technically didn't even have to put him on the list. He did that all by his little dad bod self when he was quoted saying, "I totally agree. I'm a hypocrite." Yeah, he's definitely one to talk the talk and not just walk the walk. The 46-year-old actor founded an entire organization to raise awareness for the environment, but is better known for his yacht parties with supermodels who are half his age. And then at the 2019 Global Citizen Festival, Leo said, unless you live in an alternate reality, there's no more time for denial.
We need to ask you some questions, okay?
Was it activism or denial when he flew a woman 7,500 miles from Australia to LA to pluck his eyebrows in time for the 2017 Oscars using, wait for it, 14 tons of metric CO2 emissions? The only thing worse than the natural state of his eyebrows might be the time he flew on his private jet from Cannes to New York just to pick up an environmental award and then only to fly directly back to France in the same night.
Shut up!
Forget getting mauled by a bear in the forest. Leo should have won the Academy Award for Most Hypocritical Climate Activist years ago.
That's probably the best pun you've ever done.
He's the man that can get away with literally anything, whether it's breaking NBA COVID violations or storming off the court and pouting like a 7-year-old before a game is even over. Double standards aren't new for LeBron James.
She looked in the mirror, and I don't know why, but she said his name the last time.
LeBron James.
She turned out the lights.
The main thing that qualifies LeBron to be so high on this list is the fact that, besides Colin Kaepernick, he is one of the preachiest professional athletes in the country. The name LeBron James is now synonymous with fighting racism and injustice. He has said, I would never shut up about things that are wrong. Of course he won't shut up. Celebrities love to hear themselves talk.
Cause I love me, believe it.
Plus, while he's making ample noise about America, he's also pocketing millions from China, one of the greatest human rights abusers in the world. In 2019, Forbes reported that LeBron was making $32 million annually from his partnership with Nike, who itself made over $6.4 billion in China last year. Because of all the money he's making there, he not only refuses to call out China for things like imprisoning millions of Uyghur Muslims in concentration camps, but he actively tries to silence his peers who do.
No!
When the Houston Rockets manager Daryl Morey tweeted in 2019 that he supported the protesters in Hong Kong, LeBron said that Morey was either misinformed or not really educated on the situation. So only certain human rights injustices are allowed to be spoken about, but not others? And only LeBron is allowed to determine who can and cannot talk about them?
If I only had a brain.
Are you serious?
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, man?
By the way, what education does LeBron have that the rest of the world doesn't? Because if he's getting the download on Hong Kong from communist dictator Xi Jinping, I think he's the one that's misinformed. Just a hunch.
That stink, don't it? Ugh.
And the winner for most hypocritical leftist celebrity goes to Chrissy Teigen.
Mild shock.
Look, Chrissy Teigen has always been a staunch leftist. We all know this. But Donald Trump's presidency seemed to cause her brain to straight up short circuit, and her hypocrisy went haywire. Chrissy would tweet that Trump was a petty brat, a racist, a rapist, and more. She attended and spoke at multiple rallies for leftist causes, and she can always be counted on to spit out whatever talking point the left is currently pushing.
We must get vaccinated so we can help the greater good.
But here's where she earns the #1 spot. In now deleted tweets, Chrissy claimed that she's never once randomly sought out someone to attack.
So that was a lie.
But in 2011, Chrissy tweeted, if you told me I could have one kid, but it would be exactly like Avril Lavigne, I would choose to have a barren, sterile existence that ends when I die.
Chill out, what she yelling for?
That same year, she suggested that Lindsay Lohan slit her wrists.
Without a doubt, the lowest, most awful creature that ever walked the planet.
She told Sarah Palin to shoot herself in the face. Then Chrissy called teen mom Farrah Abraham a whore, used the slang word tranny, and of course told Courtney Stodden that her taking a dirt nap would be her fantasy.
Who could it be? Who could it be? I just can't imagine who. Could it be Satan?
It seems like the more vocal celebrities are against conservatives, the more they're just trying to take the magnifying glass off themselves.
Don't look at me.
And I can see why. If I had Chrissy's face, I mean, hypocrisy, I wouldn't want to look at myself in the mirror, let alone be under a magnifying glass. I don't know know about you, but I need a cinnamon roll after going through this list. And to think, this is only 5 celebrities from the hundreds that exist in Hollywood alone that are hypocrites. Let me know your thoughts on this list. Did I get the ranking right, or are there even bigger hypocrite celebrities out there that I didn't put on this list? Can anyone truly top Chrissy Teigen though? I'm not sure. If so, I want names. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.